Hey everybody, it's Barbara, and this is a new review of the W Club upgrade dolls, Imogene Be Daring, the NUFace entry, in the very traditional black stylized box. And there is Imogene wearing a couture pink ensemble with black and silver detailing that is repeated throughout the collection, including in her eye palette. So let's go ahead and get her out of the box, see what she's about, see what kind of accessories she's come with, and who she is. Imogene, let's take a look at her from the top down as you would. She has long ash blonde hair. I'll take you around the back to show you how it lays out against her waistline. But I want to take a look at the palette of her face, particularly her eyes. The eyes have probably the darkest palette that I've reviewed so far. The upper lid is a light gray, and then the bottom lid is a darker gray with dark eyeliner and applied black lashes. The black and the gray, of course, tie in with her belt. It's smoky and it's gothic, in keeping with the detailing which you first see on the belt, which is a skull. The ensemble is pink linen, which has that linen feel to it. I don't want to say it's coarse, but it's not silk smooth. You know what linen feels like. It has a texture to it, and you can and on close inspection, when you get her, you'll see the texture in her trousers and her jacket. The jacket is not your traditional blazer, obviously. It's got the cutout here in the middle, and it closes by hook and eye above and below the bust line. The belt, I'm sorry, not the belt, but the trousers have functioning pockets. You can actually, which I'm trying to do unsuccessfully, here we go, you can actually put her hand in her pocket if you wanted to do that. And these are, if I may very quickly just pan down, full-length trousers in the same linen material. Let's go ahead and pan back, turn her around. Push her back a little bit. As you can see, the hair detailing is an even razor cut back. The belt detailing continues all the way through with the chain. It and the trousers have hook and eye closure in the back. One of the other reviewers mentioned that this was very much in keeping with Alexander McQueen's style. Alas, I didn't have a chance to really know him or study him before he passed away, but I will take his word for it. It's certainly modern in its cutting, again with the cutout at the chest and the V-ing at the bottom of the jacket or blazer. So let's go ahead and take a look at Imogene's accessories. I talked a little bit about the belt when I talked about Imogene's ensemble. The belt has at the centerpiece a skull and this metallic chaining around it. That skull is going to repeat, as I said, throughout the rest of her accessories. So if I will very carefully move Imogene out, and I will bring in the ring and the earrings, also are quite unusual for fashion royalty, very gothic. The skull pattern continues. You will also see it in the bracelet, which is kind of funky because on the one hand it is very gothic, you have the skull in the center, but you also have the very feminine 3-point diamond on either side. So it's, again, if it is Alexander McQueen, I could see that. I really not. It seems it's playful. So I think I think that's a big part of it too. And you also have these lovely sunglasses, very traditional, not gothic, not playful, just your standard sunglasses. She also comes with a somewhat familiar FR style bootie, which I will put on her in a little bit. Get another view of the booties. You also have the extra set of hands. The ones that she has on are relatively flat. These are the more usual pointing fingers, in case you want her to dial a phone. And this is her portfolio. This is it. When I open it up, you're going to see it's more like a folder, but it's called a portfolio because this is what a model would use to carry around her information. Now, what information is that? Let's have a look. As I said, this is a folder portfolio for the NUFace Agency. If you open it up, you can put papers in it, and over the years there have been many photos and documents that would easily fit in here. You could also make your own easily enough. There are 3 photos of Imogene, and they all give the same basic information. Her name, her eye color, her hair color, her height, which is according to them 6 feet, her weight, which is 118 pounds, her bust is 30, her waist is 28, and her hips are 32. I don't know if that's quite as present. This tells you, I guess, how well cut her suit is, that you don't see that terribly large of a hip. Put up this picture again. And the first one, as I also bring out, if you give me a second, using the tweezers. This is a business card for Lucas Maverick, who is an old-time character from the NUFace line. He is the owner and talent manager of NUFace Model Agency, and there is a phone number on here with the country code 44, which is for the UK, so it's legitimate that way. Just want to make sure that yeah, it is Maverick, but it's not spelled the usual way. So there's that lovely card, and then everything fits back very nicely into the portfolio, which I will do. Put the cards, put it all in one space. And then bringing back in Imogene, you could just very easily have her tuck it under her arm and have her arm close on it like so, and she can hold it with no tape or no anything else, and she's ready to go out and face the world, as it were. So let's go ahead and take a moment here so I can dress her in her accessories, and you can see what she looks like. Here is Imogene with all of her accessories now on. As you can see, I will turn a little closer. Pan up a little bit, so pull the hair back. The skull earring with diamondettes in the eyes. A pattern that is followed on her hand in the ring. And also, which is a little harder to see because the bracelet's not going to stay in place, haha. On the bracelet. The bracelet can go on two ways. If you're feeling particularly brave, you could try to split the back a little bit, since there is a small opening here. You could try to bend it a little. I don't advise that, since she does come with the interchangeable hands. Go ahead and take the hand off and put the bracelet on. Me personally, I subscribe to the put everything on and then take one thing off. So I don't know if I was wearing this ensemble, I would wear both the ring and the bracelet. I'd probably go with just the ring and the earrings and leave the bracelet for something else. That's my personal aesthetic. You scroll down a little bit because she's pointing to her shoes. The booties are going to take a little bit of time to put on. You may, if you want to, you may want to heat up the booty so it goes on a little more smoothly. You also want to keep in mind, as I continue to turn her, that this is a working strap, so you will have to be prepared to buckle it back in. This is where long neck tweezers would come in handy. And the heel, by the way, is a spiked heel. Let me turn her back around and reposition the camera. I'm going to put her glasses on. There you go. Again, these are the sunglasses. They fit a little loosely on her. Perhaps I'm not putting them on right. I don't usually dress my folks in sunglasses. I think this would also work perhaps maybe more effectively if you were to put them on the top of her head. And certainly her hair will hold it in place without you using a pin, though you could do that too. So all in all, I mean, it's a like I said, it's a fantastic set. The accessories are amazing. I don't think I've ever really seen them use skulls before, so this is a new jewelry mold for them. Definitely a gift for somebody who is a collector of all things Gothic. There's one old school W Club person that I have in mind that I hope somebody has been kind enough to get her this, because this will blow her mind. If you're watching it, you know who you are. Let's just finish off this review by putting her portfolio back in, and Imogene is going to actually be our model in an upcoming video where I will take the measurements of a Poppy Parker Imogene representing the NUFace line and a Fashion Royalty doll, so you can see by proportion how they differ. So for me, Barbara, and for Imogene and the NUFace collection and the W Club, I wish you happy doll buying and have a great day.